Hi, it's Emily, or Emmy Rose 22A. I am back with episode 8 of the Crafty Accountability podcast. This is my little podcast where I talk about my current crafty endeavors and try to keep myself accountable and on track to complete things and fully complete things in my little crafty world. I currently have projects going in knit, crochet, and sewing. I also enjoy quilting, paper crafting, mixed media, cross stitch. It's really, the crafty sky's the limit. So today is Saturday, April 6th, 2019. And I am coming to you from a very sunny Layton, Utah. I like to start out I don't even know the word I was thinking of. I like to start out by talking about an essential oil. Today's oil is wild orange. This is really just like a basic essential, and it's in a ton of blends. I really love the citrus blends. Wild orange is the oil for creativity, so it's a really good one for in our craft room. And I very much enjoy diffusing wild orange and peppermint in my craft room. It helps uplift your mood, helps focus, and like I said, it helps kind of get your creative juices flowing in a nice positive way. So I just wanted to share wild orange with you this week. This might be a shorter episode, finally. I have a lot going on, but I don't have a lot immediately to share with you. I kind of hopefully have things staggered out so that I'm not working on everything at once. I can kind of focus on a project, get it done, and move on to the next one. So my finished objects, I actually have 3, and I have none of them here to show you. The first one is I finished my knit in the round hat that I showed you last week. It was out of the Lion brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick in the pumpkin and oatmeal colorway. This was for one of Rob's coworkers, and we did get some pictures of just the hat. So I will insert a picture of the finished hat here. And hopefully we'll get some pictures of his coworker wearing the hat, so I can put those on my Ravelry page, which I know I really need to update. I would like to, and keep meaning to, and it slips my mind. Saturday mornings I get up, or I go to write my notes, I'm like, oh, I meant to do that this week. So maybe I'll add it to my list of things to do for next week and see if I can't try to get that in for real this week. And sorry for the distraction, but I don't know what my bangs, so they're not bangs, but I don't know what my hair's doing right here. I keep trying to fix it, and it's very like weird flat. Sorry. You guys probably didn't even notice. Now you do. Now you're going to see it just like I see. I'm handy that way. But yeah, it's really bugging me. It must have dried weird or something. I'm not sure. We're supposed to get pictures tomorrow. And I washed my hair today so that it would be not all flighty for tomorrow. And we'll have to see if I can run the straightener through it and make it behave or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I finished my hat and gave it to the recipient, so that was great. Thrilled to have gotten that done and completed and checked off. I also finished my next 2 block of the month blocks for the classes that I teach at my local JoAnn. And both of those have gone to the store, and I didn't take pictures of them. I could smack myself because I won't get them back for like 2 months. So maybe next time I'm at the store, I'll just take pictures of them. I'm hoping to do just a Ravelry page for all the blocks, just like one project for all of the blocks, so that you guys can kind of see how they're progressing in the colorways. This month, the blocks I'll use the Lion Brand Wool Ease Thick and Quick, and this month it's May and June's, and they use the colorways Fossil and Fisherman. So Fisherman we've used before. Fossil was the new one. I know the July and August are Coney Island and Cilantro, which I've used before too. So makes sense that you would probably have a couple of each color in the thing. I'm really excited to see how they're going to put them all together too. So So that's it for my finished objects. I'm grateful that I had something, because I didn't think I was going to have anything finished to share with you this week. Let's move on to my Yarny works in progress. I have 2 going right now. They're active works in progress. I had mentioned last week that my Changing Staircases shawl is going on hold until for a bit. I don't know until when exactly. Probably June. But so the first thing I would like to talk about is my sunburst flower blanket. Let me get my bag of flowers. I have finished all of my let me tell you a little bit about what I'm doing here. It's the Sunburst Flower Blanket by Rochelle Carmona of Cypress Textiles, and I will link to it below. I try to link to the patterns that I can below. If not, I link to my Ravelry project pages in the hopes that that will be up and going. So one of these days it will, but this one I definitely will link to the pattern. So I have all of my purple and all of my turquoise medallions done. One of them has the ends woven in, the rest do not. So I still have, let's see if I need 30 of each. I'm doing 90 total, so it'll be 9 by 10. I need 25 more pink ones. So the medallions will be finished this week. I think the 10th is when I'm supposed to, I'm trying to do 4 a day so I don't get overwhelmed and bored with them. So I think the 10th is when I'm supposed to have these all finished, and then I think the next couple nights after that I will spend weaving in the ends on these, because I want to have the medallions all finished before I join them together. And I am making these out of Lion Brand Pound of Love in bubblegum, lavender, and turquoise, and then I'm using white, the Pound of Love in white, to join them all together. So like I said, next week I will have all of my medallions finished, and I will be able to show you the progress on joining them together, because I should definitely be started on that. I would like to have this, my goal was to have this finished by, my initial goal I should say, was to have this finished by the 15th so that I can get it in the mail, and they can get it by May. The baby that I'm making this for is due in May, so I'd really like to get it out to them before the baby actually comes. So I'm pretty thrilled with my progress. I have skipped a total of 2 days within the whole time frame that I've been doing this. So I've been trying to do 6 a day to make up, kind of the 2 every other day I'll make up a day. So I'm still 2 days behind. But I think I'm making good progress. I have my 4 done for today, so I might do another couple tonight. We'll have to see how I'm feeling, when I'm feeling like working on. But I'm making good progress on those. I feel like I'm on track. I know I'm a couple days behind, but I gave myself some leeway even in having it finished by April 15th. I mean, that's a 15-day gap between May 1st, which I'm not positive exactly when in May the baby's due. I just wanted to get it sent off in theory before May 1st so that they could have it. So I'm pretty pleased with my progress on that. The other work in progress is a new one that I had told you that I wanted to cast on. We talked about it last week, and it is I don't have my pattern. Pretty page forward. It is the Mutie by Taiga Hilliard Designs. And I am making this for my daughter's Easter dress. I'm making it in the 12-month size. I hope it fits okay. One of the beauties of these dresses is it'll be a dress for her now, and it's kind of designed with a little more open bodice and neckline so that it can grow and be more tunic length as she gets bigger, so that it doesn't matter that the skirt's shorter, she'll wear leggings under it, but the upper should still fit her. So that's why I went with the 12-month. It might be a little big on her right now, but I'm also just a hair under gauge. You're supposed to be 24 stitches to 4 inches, and my 24 stitches was 3 7/8, or actually it was more between 3/4 and 7/8. So what would that be? 13/16. Who does that? Um, anyway, I wasn't too concerned about my gauge being that little bit small because it will fit her. She's technically in 9-month onesies right now. So, but there was a 6-month or a 12-month. So I'm going to say obviously, but I didn't want to go for the 6-month because it would probably fit her, but it'd be on the smaller side, and I'd rather get a little longevity out of something that I'm knitting. I am knitting this out of Wonderland Yarns on their Cheshire Cat base, which is 100% superwash merino fingering weight yarn. So soft. It feels it. I'm loving the fabric, the feel of the fabric I'm getting. This dress is going to be all snuggly buggly. And it's a Down the Rabbit Hole, which is one of their gradient sets in the Handsome Pig colorway. And it is pinks. I have, let's see if I can show you. Well, I can show you. I have the first 2 that I'm using caked up. And sorry, the other 3 are over here waiting to be caked up. We ran into a little trouble last night. My daughter was playing with her dad out in the living room while I was in the craft room winding yarn. And she knocked something over and it startled her. So there are the colors. Sorry, it's really, my window over here is super bright. So there are the 3 colors, and I'm going to, just one sec, we can talk about how I'm going to do the different colors. So there's a neckband and a waistband, and those are going to be the second color. So I'm going light to dark. So that'll be the second, So the whole lace bodice will be the lightest color. And then I want this bottom lace portion to be the darkest color. So this middle portion will be the other 2 colors. You go by length, so I'm going to figure out how many rows per length. And then I'm going to do them as a fade, a 10 row, I believe, fade. So I'll do the 3rd color, and then fade into the 4th, and then I'll fade into the darkest, and the darkest will start right at, like the solid darkest will start right at the top of the lace section. I was going to try and do something cute and keep the zigzags, but that's one, it's doing kind of like a stranded type thing, which is possible, but that's right where she can play with it, and to have those floats on the back of the dress where she can play with it just is not a good idea. So I decided they'll just be bands, but as I said, I'm going to fade them. I'm going to use the kind of fade technique that is in my Free Your Fade shawl by Andrea Mowry. So I'm really excited to get down there and see what it does. And then on the back, the bodice is open, and then you're joining the round, and you have your little button band. But there's this seed stitch, or the border, the neckband and the waistband detailing goes down the back. So I'm doing that in the second color as well, which I think is going to be a really fun detail. So I'm barely into it. Let's see if I can tame my yarns over here so I can show you what I've got. I think I am on row 11. But hey, I got it cast on, I got it started. So there, again with it, there we go. You need to kind of see it against something with not so much light, but you can kind of see the lace detailing coming out. And then the darker neckband, and you can see where the darker is kind of going down on both of the sides. And then that'll join back up on the waistband. So I'm pretty excited about it. I'm thrilled that I got it cast on. I just cast it on last night and got started on the neckband, and then today I was able to get a little bit of the lace done. We went out shopping, but we went fairly local, so I didn't have a lot of time, so I didn't really dare take that to try to figure out how the lace was going to work while I was in the car. Tomorrow we have a much longer car trip in store for us. We are going to get Tabitha's 1-year pictures done. I'm really excited. Like I said, we probably have an hour and a half, I think, little, maybe an hour down and then an hour back. So I'll have some good car knitting time tomorrow. So hopefully I can do that lace in the car on the way down, or on the way back. Hopefully I think it'll still be light on the way back. I don't think we're going to be down there late or anything. So I should be able to make some good progress on that. I need to have that done for Easter, which is 2 weeks away. So I definitely will be through the bodice and waistband by next week, and hopefully a good chunk of the skirt will be done. I think the skirt totally measures like 11 inches or something like that. So with the bottom band being 2.5 and the middle being 8.5. So I mean, hopefully I'll be onto like the fourth color by the time we talk next week. So that's it for my yarny stuff right now, and I think that's all I have to do for this next week is just keep up my progress on those 2 projects. The quicker I get them done, the quicker I can move on to the next things, kind of like I talked about last week. My next yarny project is my wedding shawl, which is the Impressionist shawl by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade. So, and can I tell you, the yarn for that is sitting right down here, and it's staring at me, and it's beautiful, and I want to cake it up and cast it on so bad, but Tabitha's dress needs to be done. Oh, I have our bunny I was going to make. I better get that worked in this week. This baby blanket may have to pause or something. Oh, glad I just realized that. I thought I was super on top of everything. Duh, woman. Duh. Obviously you're not. Who do I think I am? Anyway, I need to do that too. So I will have to make sure I write that down so that I don't forget that I would like to look at that at least. The bunny pattern I have picked out looks fairly simple-ish. I believe the arms and legs are part of the body. At least the legs are, maybe. Attaching things is my least favorite part of stuffies, amigurumis. So I will have to print that pattern out because I didn't even print it. Can't even tell you what it's called. I will have to print that out, and I will definitely bring that next week, and I should have something started for next week. So I think I'll try and do kind of like I did for the baby blanket and my winter hold shawl, where I kind of break it down into like percentages or chunks and figure out how much I'd like to get done in a day or a couple days or whatever, so that I can kind of keep myself on track and I can keep up with all of the projects, because that really helped to not get me too far behind on things. And that way I'm not just knitting on the one thing and putting everything else to the wayside and not even focusing on them at all. Anyway, so that's it for my yarny stuff, at least for now. I may pop in next week with totally different... that's not very accountable, Emily. I'll have progress on her dress. I will at least be on the skirt portion. I will have started the bunny. I will have finished my medallions. I can't promise the ends will be woven in. They will be done, though. There. I have said it. It is out in the universe. I must make it so. On to sewing. I did not touch my quilt binding. I'm kind of at the point with that where I didn't get it done before the baby was born. His first birthday was at the end of March. I didn't get it done for that. So it's kind of like, do I have to get it done right away? I still want to get it done and give it to them. But I kind of have these other like more pressing deadlines, I feel like, coming up on me that I've self-imposed. So I think I will squeeze that in where I can, but it may have to kind of take a back burner. I say until Easter, but then after Easter it's like wedding stuff full bore. So it may be after the wedding that it gets fully finished. It's a really cute quilt, and it's not like you have to just be a baby to enjoy a quilt like that, so it'll be fine. Anyway, sewing. I had talked last week that I am making my wedding dress, and so I'm trying to get on it and be proactive. I am using Simplicity 1406 View A. I didn't even bring the fabric. Oh, I have it down here. Just one second. I got my fabric at JoAnn, and it is, I've got to get a portion where you guys can actually see because of course it's folded wrong sides out. It is, oh, it's going to blend with me really well, the crepeback satin in blackberry color. So it's a nice, really dark purple, which I don't like at all, do I? So, I wore View C in a wedding 4 years ago. It was a mint green, and it was extremely flattering on me, which is why I thought I wanted to make the longer view for my wedding dress. I knew I wanted a purple wedding dress. I thought I wanted to make it, and so I was kind of talking to my mom about that. She's like, well, why not just make that one? I'm like, okay, let's do that. Goodness gracious, just dropped my thing I was going to show you. So, when I made it before, let's see, this goes, the smaller one goes sizes 10 to 18, and this one goes 20 to 28. So, the dress I made before, I made an 18, and I had to, at the waist pieces, I had to, the seams are supposed to be 5/8 inch seam allowances. That's fairly standard. I had to go 3/8 to give me that extra couple of inches around to make it fit properly. Well, I've had a baby since then, and so a lot of my fat has moved to my belly. I actually weigh less than when, like 10 pounds less than when I got pregnant, but my belly is decidedly larger. Anyway, so I figured I would probably need a bigger size, so that's why I got the bigger pattern. According to the measurements on the back of the envelope, I would be a 26, which I am not. My jeans are a size 18. That is what I wear. But I am very well aware that like sewing patterns don't always line up with ready to wear pattern sizes, and you really need to go by your measurements to try to figure out what you need. Like I said, everything, well, not the bust. I'm a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, and my bust is very disproportionately small for the size of the rest of me. It always has been. Even when I'm at my thinnest, my bust is still, it's disproportionately small. It's fine. It's the way I'm built. I can't change it. Well, I can assist it a little bit, but I can't change it. So I knew the bust was going to be way too big, which is why I wanted to make what they call a muslin or a practice piece to see where we might need to adjust in the bust area before I made the real dress. I could make my alterations on this and not ruin my good fabric. So my mom happened to have some satin, just some burgundy satin. So we made me a bodice. I made me a bodice in a 26, and it's not like it gets lined and sewn together. So I mean, there's more. Like it's smaller than this, but this thing is huge. Let me see if I can show you it's supposed to hit the bottom of the bodice hits you right under here, and I'll put this on backwards just so you can see. This is how much overlap I have. That's a good like 4 to 6 inches. Let's see, can you see that? 4 to 6 inches on each side. So and it's way too long. If I put this, we had pinned the back straps together, and it hits me like way down here, and it's supposed to be up here. So where it's supposed to hit right under your bra line, we've looked at the pattern pieces and measured it out, and a 20 would give me what I need under there. It's actually a little bit bigger than what I currently am under there, but only like an inch. So I'm going to remake this using the size 20 pieces and see how it fits around. I think because my waist and my hips meet the 26 measurement, our plan is to make the skirt part a 26, and we will taper it up at the waist so that it meets the bodice, so that the bodice matches fine. The other thing we're going to do is I am trying to lose a little weight before the wedding and tone up a little bit. I haven't really exercised much at all since my baby was born, and she's 13 months old. So I've been exercising this past week, and it does seem to have helped a little. I'm not expecting to like drop 2 dress sizes, but I might lose like an inch in my waist. And this dress, part of what makes this dress so flattering is that it's really, really fitted through here. So it fits really well through here, and then it flares out, which is what I need. I have wider hips and a bigger booty. That's just my build. So I really need it to hug my waist so that it's more flattering and flaring. That's what I say. And when I wore the other one, I had a size too big padded bra, and I have inserts that I put in. So that make me a little more busty, to make me a little more shapely. So we're going to make the 26 skirt and fit it up. I'm going to do the muslin of the with the 20 and make sure that fits okay and see what adjustments we might need to do there. And then after that, I'm going to make the bodice, the full bodice finished out of my fabric, and we are going to cut out the skirt and see kind of how it fits and take it into where I am now. But the last thing you do is you attach the bodice to the skirt and then put the zipper in. So we are going to wait until May 1st to do that, in case if I do lose an inch and I want to take just, a half an inch on each side of the skirt off to make sure it fits a little more snug on my potentially smaller frame. But that will still give us plenty of time because the wedding's not till the 18th. So if we plan May 1st is my cutoff, whatever shape size I am then, that's what I get. Then that's what I get. So that's where we're at with that. So by next week when I record, I should have my revised muslin done. I don't know that I'll have the bodice finished, but I will have a revised muslin done. So I'll know more about what sizing we're going with then. Depending on how well it goes, I may have I may start cutting out my bodice and skirt pieces. I'm really excited to see how this is going to look and work up and whatnot. So kind of excited, kind of nervous. I guess I lucked out last time. I just wung it. It was too tight. I unpicked all those skirt seams, sewed them back together with a 3/8. It fit okay. It fit fine. I wore it. It worked. I didn't have any problems with the bodice or anything. So, I'm hoping this isn't like this initial try isn't a like foreboding of things to come. At least I learned this on practice fabric. That's why you do a muslin. So that's all I think I have going on in my sewing category. It'll be pretty heavy in the wedding dress focused area for the next bit, at least. I did go to my mom's quilt guild meeting this last Thursday, and I want to sew all the quilts and get piecing my bags and whatnot. But my boyfriend and I have talked about this. I don't know if I talked about it last week. Last week was kind of a crazy episode. I think I did. But my craft room shares a wall with my daughter's nursery, so I really can't sew in here while she's napping or asleep. So we have another room that's further away that has a computer desk that doesn't get used ever, so we are going to set up my spare sewing machine out there. However, it's a great big huge mess, and I need to clean it up, and because we don't use the computer desk, it's piled really high with stuff. So this next week, that's going to be one of my focuses, to get that done so I can set up a little sewing area out there and get back to doing some quilting and piecing and bag making I don't really have much going on in the paper crafting arena. I know I really want to work on Tabitha's first year album, but I just feel very overwhelmed with everything else I have going on right now. And we bought some really cute picture frames for the living room, and it holds 8 5x7s. So we are figuring out which of those we want, because these frames are super cute, and we bought a really cute 2-piece thing from Hobby Lobby that says something like, "And together they built a life they loved." I'm not sure what's where or whatever, but it says something like that. So we're going to put that on either side of these picture frames that we got. And I would like to have those up at the wedding, like use those for wedding decorations, because that seems really cute. Just take them off the wall, take them, put them, display them somewhere, bring them back home. So we're trying to get on that. And kind of along with that, I have this really cute photo jewelry holder my cousin gave me for Christmas probably like 7 or 8 years ago, and it's been hung up for like 5 years at least with no pictures in it. But it's in my bedroom, and I want pictures of Rob and I in that. So we are going to pick pictures for that as well. And then my sister gave us a really cute frame for Tabitha for my baby shower. And I think it's got room for 3 pictures, and it might say something cute on it. And I think it's got a thing for her for engraving. My sister was very upset that Tabitha didn't have a name yet, so she couldn't get it engraved for us. So we still need to get that engraved. But I want to pick the pictures for that as well. So since we're printing pictures, we should print all the pictures. And then we're going tomorrow to get her 1-year pictures done. So I'll have more pictures to choose and print and whatnot. That's fine. But that's all I'm doing on the paper crafting front right now. I think that's everything I've got. So, like I said, I've got a busy week planned. Hopefully this upload, where this is a much shorter episode than last time, will go much more smoothly, and I can get it edited. I'm hoping to get it edited tonight, and then I can, if all goes well, I can get it started uploading when we leave tomorrow. Our internet is so slow. To upload a video like this takes 16 to 18 hours. And you can't do anything else on the internet while it's uploading. So Rob will often take it to work and upload it from work for me, like on his lunch break. So, but if I can get it, then I'd have to wait till Monday. But if I can get it done, to like edited tonight, then hopefully we can start the upload tomorrow. Movie Maker wasn't working right. It wouldn't convert it. I had to break it into the 2. And then he had meetings all day, so it was really hard for him. He didn't even get a lunch break to try to upload it. Oh, we had so many troubles last week with it. So I'm hoping for much better this week. And I will be back next week too. So I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, next Saturday we have a busy day. Tabitha is in Dillard's children's department, does a spring fashion show. And one of my best friends is a manager there, so my baby girl's gonna be in the fashion show. I'm kind of excited about that. Except for the fact that I think I might have to be in it with her because she can't walk, so me being in the fashion show isn't my favorite part, but her being in it. And then we're going out with friends that evening for a birthday party, so that'll be fun. Anyway, I think that's all I have this week, so I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you're enjoying your spring, setting some crafty goals for yourself and accomplishing them. I'm really feeling pretty good about like the projects. I'm actually completing things, so these videos are really helping. Even if they don't help you, they help me. So I appreciate if you watch them and come back and join me and follow my little journey. It's really fun and exciting. So until next week, have a rosy ray day. Bye.